Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll show you how to make this simple straight Ankara skirt. So for this tutorial you'll be needing your Ankara fabric. I used about 1.5 yards, scissors, chalk and a ruler. Now let's get started. For the front piece, you fold your fabric into two, wrong side out. Fold the wrong side of the Ankara out and make sure it's straight. Mark a straight line from the top of the fabric about ½ inch away. That'll be your waistline. Measure the folded area to ensure it can accommodate the biggest part of your measurement, which is the hip, divided by 4. From the top, go up by 1.5 inches for your waistband and then start taking your measurement from there. Mark your hip line at 9 inches. I prefer to use 8 and 10 inches to avoid the sharp curve at the edge. And then go ahead to mark your hem line, which is where you want your skirt to stop. For me, I want it to be a very long skirt. That's why I made it this long. So your full length measurement, your full skirt measurement, you mark it at the down part. Mark a straight line across the measurements you already took, the lines. Mark a straight line across. From the waistline, mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Add 1 inch for that and 1.5 inches for your seam allowance. Now go to your hip line. Mark your hip measurement divided by 4 and add 1.5 inches for stitching allowance. I like to mark on both the 8 and 10 just so that I can have a perfect curve there. I went ahead to pin my fabric down because my table is not very big and I'm moving the fabric around. On the hemline, I went ahead to mark my hip measurements divided by 4 minus 2 inches to give us that pencil curve. Hip measurement divided by 4 minus 2 inches, and then I added 1.5 inches for the stitching allowance. Now go ahead and connect all lines, the waist line, the hip line and the hemline. Connect everything together like so, like you see me doing. Yes. After connecting the lines, go ahead and cut your fabric. Now for the back pattern, go ahead and fold another fabric. Fold your fabric in two just like you did in the first one and place the front piece on top of the back piece. Make sure to leave about 1.5 inches from the center back for the zipper allowance. Now I went ahead to fold it and I gave it a good press to contour the lines so that they can be very visible. After ironing, I went ahead to cut the fabric with the same measurement as the front piece. I went ahead to mark in my dart and then I notched it. And that's it, guys. We are done with our front piece and our back piece for the skirt. Now we'll go ahead to cut our lining pieces for the front and back pattern. Now I went ahead to iron my lining. It's always good to iron like your lining. After ironing, I went ahead to fold it in two, just like we did for the Ankara fabric. Now I went ahead to place the fabric on top of the lining and I pin it down together for accurate measurements. Now go ahead and cut the lining. Reduce the lining by 1.5 inches to get this effect after you've completely sewn your clothes. Now go ahead for the back piece, open up the center back. Do the same for the Ankara piece and the lining piece. That will be where you fix your zip. I went ahead to join the lining piece to the fabric, right sides facing each other, and I joined it from the hem line. I joined from the hem first. This is what it looks like after I was done joining it. I gave it a good press for everything to lay very flat. After ironing, I went ahead to top stitch on the lining piece. This is how it should look like. Top stitch on this part of the fabric. This was me at the sewing machine top stitching, and this is it when I was done. So this is what yours should look like. I went ahead to fold it up. As you can see, we already have the effect at the back, and then I joined it from the top of the fabric, from the waistline down. After I was done, I sewed in my darts, and this is what it looked like from the front. This is the dart from the front. I sew in the dart for the fabric and for the lining piece. To make it very neat, I sew it separately. So this is what the back of the dress looks like, and this is. I went ahead to join both the front and the back pieces together, right sides facing each other. I went ahead to the sewing machine and I did that for the two sides. For the waistband, I went ahead to cut about 2 inches wide band on fold. We'll be sewing in with 1/2 inch, and then I ironed in a paper stay on it to give it to make it firm. Yes, I went ahead to do that. After ironing the paper stay, this is what it looks like. Yours should look exactly like this. Now go ahead and attach your waistband using 1/2 inch and attach your zip. And that's it, guys. Your simple Ankara skirt is ready. If you found this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Don't forget to give it a good press. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.